Hello there. Day two of number three. We are going to cover three common mistakes that people make when they are trying to ditch those cravings, get a bit more energy, and especially that 3 p.m. slump, right? Like that dip, that need for a siesta around 2, 3 o'clock that most of us are familiar with. But well, there are three things that you can start changing that will actually um, to a bit of a change, and you'll be surprised. They're not complex, they're very simple strategies. So if you did not listen, if you did not watch my video from yesterday, I am going to link it all in a playlist, and I cover mistake number one. This is the most common mistake, and that's where I will say start there. That is something that you're not already doing. Start there. And then now I am going to cover mistake number two. So let's go over this. This one is one that not many people think about, and it's using food to cope with stress. Now, sometimes we think that, oh, I am just hungry. And at times the body is looking for food because it's looking for comfort. It's not real hunger. It's more like that emotional void or that stressful moment, and you're looking for that comfort. This is another mistake that all of us make, right? It's that connection that maybe we have from our parents when they said, okay, like, let me just give you some ice cream, right? So, as a reward, or let me just give you this hot cocoa so you can feel better. Like, we tie a lot of these foods and a lot of these things to that feeling of comfort, feeling better, or as a prize, as a reward, right? Like, many of us, every time we accomplish something, what do? Oh, we need to go out to eat, or we need to have this treat to celebrate, right? Like, celebrate birthdays around cake, right? And that is the thing about using the food to cope with other things, right? Like, and let's even think about this also in terms of what stress does to your blood sugar, right? If you listen to the video from yesterday, if not, go to the playlist. You know that eating herbs will raise your blood sugar, and if you don't pair them correctly, it can create that very sharp spike. Now, I have had some clients in my coaching practice that they will eat very balanced. They will apply the rules that we discussed during our coaching sessions, but the stress can actually increase your blood sugar. So just think about that for a second. So you can be exercising and doing all these things, but if you're not addressing the stress, and if you're not addressing the mechanisms to cope with stress, that may actually impact your blood sugar, right? And then when you add that emotional eating on top of that, that you're just looking for that comfort instead of trying to manage that stress a different way, that's a double whammy. So reaching for that sweet, for that carby food, it may feel good at the moment, I have to say, but it's going to lead to more crashes, right? It's just going to get to that blood sugar roller coaster that I was talking about. And then the cravings, and then you feel guilty, and then you feel that, oh, I have no willpower, right? And it's just a circle. And that actually, so you see how everything is so interconnected and it's almost like muddled up? Well, this pattern, it does fuel the blood sugar roller coaster, and it just makes it harder to regain the control. So, stress management that doesn't involve food is key. It's key to breaking that cycle. And a lot of my clients resist because most of us think that, oh, for blood sugar, for weight loss, for overall health, we hyper focus a lot on the exercise and the nutrition. And those are only two elements. There are other things that can positively or impact our health that are not related to nutrition, they're not related to exercise, and that is stress. Now, there is a simple solution. I know it's so simple sometimes. It's like like people will look at it and be like, wait, that's it? And I'm like, yes, that's it. Um, the simple solution is breathing. Not everybody is into meditation and doing all these different things. A lot of people are either they don't have the time, or they're intimidated, or they feel that it's too complex. But this method is just simple, it's easy, And even if you are in the busiest of environments, you can actually hide in the bathroom, go to the bathroom stool. If you're in the office and people are constantly interrupting, you're going to go there and look for you and take that mini break. So I'm going to explain exactly what it is. And it's called box breathing. So if you look at this, you see how you inhale for four counts, you exhale for 4 counts. You inhale again for 4 counts, and you exhale for 4 counts. And what I like to tell my clients is like put your hand on your heart and just feel it. Close your eyes and don't forcefully take away all the thoughts that are coming, but just try to focus on the movement, how your chest raises when it inhales, the sound when it exhales. The fact that you're doing that, it's like giving a massage to your brain. You're not thinking about all the to dos, all the meetings, all the stuff that is coming. You're giving your brain a break. And you can do this a handful of times. This takes less than a minute. Less than a minute. If you do like, think about the square, imagine it. You close your eyes, and then you exhale for 4. You inhale for 4 again. And you exhale for 4. And if you do that a few times, you're going to feel more focused. You're going to feel more balanced. And it is something simple. You don't need any tools. You don't need anything. If you have an office and you can close your door, do that. If you can take a micro minute between sessions or between meetings, or, like every time you need to transition, take a few seconds to breathe, set an intention, and use that to relax. And you are going to see the difference. And if you're feeling like that, especially at the 3 p.m. slump, take a couple of, and I like to even teach my clients do something mindful. Think about, okay, am I hungry? Am I thirsty? I have a lot of clients that sometimes they have back to back meetings and they tend to skip lunch sometimes. So I tell them if you're really hungry, well, like there is no amount of breathing that is going to help you. You need to eat. Your body is telling you that you need food and you need to make sure that it's balanced and that it's going to give you energy, not the carby stuff that is going to spike your blood sugar and then you're going to crash again. You're not going to be as productive. So this is definitely the second tip. The second mistake is just to keep coaching. And I'm going to share Helen, an amazing client that I had. Like I was able to provide guidance and change those habits. And mind you, she was amazing when it comes to exercise. She was great when it comes to nutrition. But we explored a little balancing that plate, prioritizing protein, and also managing stress because that is important. And that can actually increase your blood sugar levels. That can create a spike. So, hopefully, this is helpful to you. Thank you so much for your time today. I will be back tomorrow for my third mistake and a strategy to counteract that. But I also want to share I always offer clarity calls. If you ever want to um, chat about your challenges and provide like resources, if I have free resources for you, I'll be more than glad to share with you. If you want to explore my coaching products, we can definitely talk about that. But this month, I am offering something special that is called the Quick Win Call. And that is that we are going to talk about one specific challenge. We are going to determine what is one strategy that you can incorporate to get a quick win before 2026. So I will put everything in the description. Feel free to message me. Feel free to share if you try this and you found it helpful. Have an amazing rest of your day. Bye.